How are you doing? You are a person, right? No doubt about it, but think about it. You used to be a younger version of yourself. So what's the deal? How come the you from back then and the you right now are actually the same person? In simpler terms, how do we keep on being ourselves as time goes by? Well, there has to be something that ties it all together because we rely on this idea every day. Like when we punish someone for a past crime, we better be sure it's the same person who did it or else it's just not fair. Or when I promise something, I gotta be the one who made that promise. Otherwise, there's no real obligation on my part. And if you own a car, you had better be the one who bought it. Otherwise, you can't really claim that the car is yours. So you see, figuring out what makes us stay ourselves over time is a big deal. Now, let's check out some ideas people have about this. So, body. Here is the thing. Our bodies might have something to do with how we stay ourselves over time. As long as our bodies keep on ticking, we keep on being us, right? But hold on, it's not as simple as that. Just having the same body material over time doesn't cut it when it comes to making us the same person. I mean, if you think about it, our bodies are like ever-changing landscapes. We breathe in stuff, we eat and drink, and we lose stuff through sweat, excretion, and even losing hair and skin. So it's not about having exactly the same stuff. It's more about the continuity of the body. For example, even if my body today isn't made up of the exact same stuff as it was yesterday, there's still this thread of continuity that ties my present body to my past one, making them one and the same. Now, if it were all about the material, then a body that is brain dead and in a persistent vegetative state, completely lacking consciousness, would still be considered the same person as the one who used to talk, think, and laugh. And that just doesn't sit right. To make this clear, imagine this crazy scenario. Your next door neighbor's body lives two totally different lives, one during the day and one at night. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day his body goes by the name Dayman, and it thinks that it sleeps at night. The Dayman thinks that the body sleeps at night, but the truth is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. his body is awake and insists on being called Nightman. Dayman and Nightman have different jobs, friends, tastes, you name it. Plus, they have zero clue about each other. Now, doesn't it seem like we have got two folks sharing one body here? If that's the case, then having the same body doesn't necessarily make you the same person. Because if it did, Dayman and Nightman would just be one person, not two, because they share the same body. Now, the soul. So here is another take on this whole personal identity thing. Some folks believe that what makes us who we are isn't some physical stuff, but rather something immaterial, our souls. They say each of us has a soul, or better yet, we are a soul, and these souls are non-material things that hang out in our bodies. Maybe it's our souls that keep us going. As long as our soul exists, we're still here. But hold on a sec. If that were the deal, we would have no way of knowing whether people continue to exist over time. See, souls, if they are real, are immaterial, which means you can't see, touch, or smell them. Imagine this. You meet your friends and go, "Hey, how can I be sure you really are my friend? My friend is just this immaterial thing, and since I can't see immaterial stuff, I've got no clue if you are the real deal." And here is another twist. Those who believe in souls also tend to think that souls can leave their bodies and go somewhere else, like heaven. But then, who is to say that when a soul takes off from one body, it doesn't just jump into another? So according to this idea, Abraham Lincoln's soul might have checked out of his body after he kicked the bucket and moved into mine. If that is how it works, then I am Abraham Lincoln, the same person who was once the 16th President of the United States, gave the Gettysburg Address, and all that jazz. And you gotta admit, that sounds pretty counterintuitive to a lot of folks. Alright, let's dive into another angle here. Some folks think that what makes us who we are is our psychology or consciousness. So if we have got different psychologies, we are different people. For example, if someone is in a vegetative state and not conscious, they are not considered a person anymore. And if I'm not actually Abraham Lincoln, even though we share the same soul, it's because I can't remember doing all the things Lincoln did. Sounds pretty solid, right? But hold up. Consciousness by itself isn't enough. Picture this. Your body wakes up one day claiming to be Pope Francis. It's got all the Pope's thoughts and beliefs, and it insists it is the real deal. So does your body really have the Pope's psychology, or does it just seem like it? What's the difference between remembering something and it just feeling like you remember something? And how you answer these questions can really mess with our ideas with personal identity. Now imagine the Pope Francis's body waking up in the Vatican doing Pope stuff. So now you both have the Pope psychology. You would think, hey, we are both Pope Francis, but that doesn't add up. I mean, you can't be in two places at once, right? So it seems like that psychology alone can't make what makes us who we are. Alright, let's wrap this up. When it comes to the Pope situation, it's pretty clear that the guy waking up in the Vatican is the real deal, while your body playing Pope is just a phony. Why is that? Well, the Vatican guy's got the same body and psychology as the one chosen to be Pope, while your body only has his psychology. This way of thinking has led to some interesting ideas, like maybe you stick around as yourself as long as your body and your psychology stay intact. So, if it is only your body that keeps going, like being in a vegetative state, or it is just your psychology, like if they put your mind into a new body, that wouldn't cut it for you to keep on existing. In conclusion, there is no one-size-fits-all answer to the question of personal identity. Some theories propose a combination of elements, suggesting that our continued existence depends on both our body and psychology remaining intact. However, it's a complex and ongoing philosophical debate with no definitive solution. Keep thinking about it. As you go about your day, take a moment to think about what truly makes you, you. Is it your body, your soul, your psychology, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's dive into this fascinating journey of self-discovery together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thoughtful and thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. See you next time.